We want your time in the arena to be enjoyable and incident-free. If you're having an issue at any time that needs to be addressed, please text the word Mavericks along with your issue and seat location to 55.
Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports for NBA basketball. And along with Grant Hill and Doris Burke, I'm Brian Anderson, joined by Allie LaForce, our reporter, and a chance to see the latest edition of the Power Rankings. Always fun to see where everyone in the league stands. Taking a look at the Timberwolves, they've fallen down to the 3rd spot and are hoping to turn things back around.
Well, I think for Dallas, they have started this season on the right foot, securing the top spot with their high-level play. Now, the question is, can they hold on to this ranking?
Let's check out Minnesota's starting lineup. Edwards is the 2, McDaniels the 3. Randall at power forward with Reed at center. And it's Dillingham in at point. And for the Mavericks, Davis and Lively, the lengthy combo inside. Dante DiVincenzo out there with Smith. And it's Flagg in at the 3. Grant, these are 2 teams with some of the highest assist rates in the league.
Yeah, B.A. And it really goes to show the unselfish attitude they both have. Not to mention how many skilled passers are on both rosters.
Now here's Smith. For 3, DiVincenzo fires, hitting the triple.
Well, that's the floor spacing ability. DiVincenzo with the rise and fire.
Here's Edwards. And he buries his first look.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Now here's Smith. And Davis slams it home.
Throw it AD's way, and he'll take care of the rest. A huge alley-oop target for his teammates.
Here's Dillingham. Randall outside. And Davis with the block. And now just over a minute played here in the first. Smith finds Lively. And a slam dunk by Lively.
Oh, my goodness. Not only a vertical threat, but a big-time finisher, Derek Lively.
And here's Minnesota now. It's a 5-point game. Outside McDaniels. Pass to Edwards. The 3 is up. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
That one drops for him.
Well, this is what you call hitting the ground running. 4 shots taken, 4 shots made.
Here's Dillingham. DiVincenzo covering. Outside McDaniels. The 3 is up. Smith with the rebound. The Mavericks have gone 4 of 4 from the floor. Perfect start. And that one's good. Flagg.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Well, Jason Kidd had a few moments to share with me. His team is facing off with the Ant-Man, Anthony Edwards. As far as how they plan to defend him, Coach said it'll be a team effort. They plan to rotate who has him defensively, and Coach's words were, Ant is so special. You have to guard him with the numbers. Back to you.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. Well, Grant, we've heard Anthony Edwards talk about trusting his teammates. He understands you need everybody.
Yeah, a lot falls on his shoulders offensively with this team, B.A. So those playmaking decisions in the moment, a lot easier said than done.
How about Anthony Edwards, the bounce? Go ahead, Ant.
Well, it's always nice to head up to the connected cam to get another angle of these big plays, courtesy of AT&T. And in the first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Edwards against Smith. And the bucket is good. Smith's got his second basket of the game.
Whoa, what handles? Left the defender right in the dust.
Then effortlessly laid it in. He just makes it look so easy. Ridiculous.
Here's Dillingham. He's been an important part of this offense, averaging around 22 points a game. Shots blocked! Smith finds Davis. Up top, DiVincenzo. Smith outside. 5 to shoot, all alone. Jump shot is good that time. Smith's gotten his third basket of the night.
You can tell his hustle inspires the entire squad. He really gets everyone so amped up.
Outside Edwards. Up and over Smith. And the basket by Edwards. Edwards got 9.
Anthony Edwards just reading what the defense giving up. Gets to his mid-range game right there.
Smith outside. Pass to DiVincenzo. From downtown. Smith, that one's good. He's got 9.
He still hasn't missed. 4 for 4 to start the game.
Timberwolves trail by 12. And here's Randall. Here's the 3. Drains the triple.
Oh my goodness, what a response by Randall. Yes, you can make a 3, so can I.
Smith outside. Pass to Davis. From the arc. They get it again. Lively. Lays it up and banks it in.
This has been just a dreadful start for them defensively. Not good at all.
For Minnesota, they've gone 5 of 9 from the floor. Randall outside. Edwards against Smith. Reed, a screen on Smith. Here's Edwards. Another one falls for Minnesota.
Only 1 miss in his first 6 shots. He's definitely brought his A game.
Edwards against Smith. Pass to DiVincenzo. Back to Smith. Sends it home from three-point land.
Off to a great start. 5 straight from the field.
Randall outside. Here's Dillingham. Good ball movement here by Minnesota. Edwards looking for an opening. Launches it. The shot won't fall. The Mavericks lead by 12. Smith outside. Right side, DiVincenzo. And Dallas hits again from deep.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Now Edwards. He's got 11. Pass to McDaniels. Here's Dillingham. Outside Edwards. Up and in on the layup. Edwards has got 13.
This guy's been great, no doubt about it, but it hasn't been enough to get them where they want to be.
So Jason Kidd's decided to call timeout here. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Gordon, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Hardy comes in for DiVincenzo. And checking out some numbers for him.
And all of a sudden, his 3-ball has left him. It's been a rough stretch for him the past 5 games. His percentage from downtown isn't near what it once was, but he's not going to give up. He'll try to get it going here today.
Aaron Gordon showing he can jump out of the gym. How about that alley-oop?
And so Prince will bring it up for the Timberwolves. Down by 15. They come into this one having outplayed the Thunder in their last game.
And we all know that on the road, you don't usually look so comfortable on the offensive end. But that was the story of the game.
It came down to execution. No wasted possessions, and that is absolutely essential trying to win on the road.
All right, let's take a look at the energy stats. How the hustle game has been going for the Mavericks.
They've been pretty intimidating on the defensive end, knocking away shootings, containing shooters, and making it tough to find looks.
And the other thing that's working for them tonight, getting out into the open floor. A lot of the damage coming in transition.
Oh, wow! Incredible!
And he dunks it down.
And early on, they've been on a tear, just getting whatever they want offensively.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip, and guys are making their shots. That's critical.
Here's Prince. The Mavs get their last shot to go. Johnson for 3. It's rebounded by Dallas. And seeing this team right now is a problem. They've got 14 consecutive victories.
You have to give a ton of credit to not only the coaching staff for having their group prepared to play nightly, but also a ton of credit to these players who have been solid with their rotations, who've been committed to both ends of the floor. Their depth has been apparent. This is a formidable team right now.
And Minnesota with possession here. After the basket by Dallas. Pass to Prince. Here's Nixon. Picked by Prince. And out of bounds, the Mavericks will take it. The 2K leaderboard lights up with the league's top scoring teams. The Mavericks, number 1.
We knew the scoring talent on this team would be tremendous, but they may have even exceeded our own expectations.
Both teams deciding to change it up. .58 seconds left in the first. And here's Smith. Last game with 30. Hardy's shot is good.
Wow, some strong perimeter shooting here in the first quarter.
Minnesota's gone just 2 for 6 from the arc here in the first. It's Prince on the wing. 6 on the shot clock. Will it go? Rebound, Anthony Davis. Dallas leading by 22. Down low. Here's Gafford. Takes the assist and lays it in. Nice setup.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Johnson passes to Gobert. Outside Herter. Prince, a screen on DeRozan. Sinks it from distance.
3 points.
And so it's the Dallas Mavericks. They're feeling great. A 21-point lead. Their efficiency has been off the charts. They're running their sets well with patience and purpose. More 2K action in just a moment. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. Well, guys, we've seen a confident-looking Mavericks team out there.
It's simple. When you can protect the rim the way they have, it's a big advantage.
Total intimidation that first period. That is what has helped power them to this early lead.
On the court for Minnesota, Randall and Gobert are in the middle. Kevin Herter out there with Prince. And it's Johnson in at the 3, the small forward.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Here's Prince, following the score by Dallas. Johnson inside. DeRozan on him. The shot by Johnson, no good. Pass to Hardy. And we played through the first minute here in the second. And there's the lob. And finished off by Davis.
So effective in screen and rolls. When Davis cuts hard like this, he's capable of getting quality looks.
Here's Prince. Now here's Johnson. Outside Herter. Puts up a 3. Rebound, Anthony Davis. Davis has got 4 rebounds now. DeRozan outside. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Just 5 to shoot. Stripped it away. Here's Prince. No points yet. Picked by Prince. Herter from long range. Hardy grabs the board.
Defense dodged a bullet that time. Total breakdown.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Thank you, B.A. Chris Finch getting buy-in from his players top to bottom. Anthony Edwards said he's such a great coach and just a likable person. He will coach you hard and he comes in ready to work every day. We look forward to working with someone like that. Guys?
Has them bought in. Thanks much for the report, Allie. And Minnesota with possession here. After the basket by Dallas. Herter can't hit. Pass to Johnson. Here's Hardy. Now here's Davis. Herder defending. DeRozan for three. Gets rebounded by Minnesota. Last time they met in Minneapolis.
Big loss in their last meeting with this team. Couldn't get anything to fall in that one.
Prince can't hit. And so Davis will bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Pass to Gafford. 6 to shoot. On the wing, DeRozan. Over Johnson. And it's DeRozan missing.
Boy, defense has to feel fortunate there. That's one he normally knocks down.
Randall outside to stop the drought. The Timberwolves again can't hit. The Mavericks have gone 3 of 5 since the beginning of the second. Right wing for three, Hardy. That shot, no good.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Here's Prince. Still without a bucket. Pass to Johnson. Back to Randall. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. And Gobert with the stuff.
This guy always amongst the league leaders in dunks. Gobert is a force around the cup.
And Grant, in recent years, we've seen the pace of the NBA game increasing.
Yeah, it stagnated in the 90s, but it is back. We're still not at the frenetic pace of the 1960s when we'd see over 120 possessions a game, but the efficiency is at an all-time high.
First one falls for him.
Boy, when you think about what Daniel Gafford brings to the floor, it's length, it's athleticism, it's the vertical threat at the rim. But for me, it's about grit and toughness, too.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Flags checked in for DeRozan. Smith comes in for Johnson. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Hardy. And then for Minnesota, Edwards, he's checked in for Herder. And Dillingham subbed in for Prince. Doors for teams looking to trade away a big money player. It seems the landscape is getting more challenging.
BA, to me, roster construction is one of the single most difficult things in this league. First and foremost, there are rules in place that restrict salary acquisition. The other piece of this is there are now second aprons in place. So it's not just roster construction, it's sustaining a quality roster over time and keeping that continuity. Success in this league is tough.
The Timberwolves shooting only 40% from the floor in this game. Pass to Edwards. Shoots from 12, and the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Davis has got rebound number 7 tonight. To the middle. Drops in the layup for 2. Davis has got 6 here in the quarter.
And I'll tell you what, if you're going to mix it up with Davis, you better be on your game. He's so powerful inside.
Outside Edwards. Gobert with a screen on Smith. Edwards for 3. Gobert, that's good.
And you like the balance here, not just falling in love with the 3-ball.
And it's the Mavericks ball. They're on a 13-4 run. Inside, here's Davis. And finished off by Davis.
Yeah, talk about guys that like to go right to the rim. AD is towards the top of that list.
Davis has gone 5 of 6 in field goal attempts tonight. Pass to Johnson. Here's Dillingham from outside the arc. And it's flagged with a rebound. Smith with it. 19 points in the game. And Davis slams it home.
And just shredding apart the defense with his passing. He's helping to pace this offense so well.
And I think they count on him for that. He is a tone setter, extremely unselfish.
Grant, looking at Cooper Flagg, his versatility is what makes him such a highly touted prospect.
Yeah, B.A. Cooper can do a little of everything offensively. He also covers a lot of ground defensively at 6'9". And on top of his balanced skill set, his intangibles are just elite. You could just see how in sync they were there.
That's what it takes to pull that off. Randall against Davis. Randall can't hit.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
Right, he stays connected, and great timing on the contest.
And Davis slams it home.
Making plays at both ends of the floor, and it shows up in the box score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
Here's Edwards. After the Mavericks picking up a basket just a moment ago. To end the run, pass to Dillingham. 4 on the clock. Off target with the 3. Dallas has gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. And another dime for him.
That makes 15 assists.
He has been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Minnesota shooting around 35% from the field so far. Pass to Dillingham. Beyond the arc. And the rebound goes to Dallas.
Some of it's good defense, and some of it's just poor shot selection. Either way, he's being shut out. And you know Coach loves seeing his offense operate at this level. Great passing out there.
They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell. Yeah, they just can't seem to end the drought no matter where they shoot it from.
And I think you can start to feel their frustration mounting. With every missed bucket, it becomes more and more desperate.
And the Timberwolves with possession here. And after this one, they're at home against Philadelphia. And that's the first of just 2 home games for them. Smith against Edwards. Back to Randall. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Picked by Gobert. For 3. Randall can't hit.
Well, despite the miss, obviously the shot this offense looking to generate is exactly that.
And that one's good. Gafford's gotten 4 this quarter.
Their offense is really humming right now, and it's because of the beautiful ball distribution.
Boy, they're in a rough patch right now.
Yeah, momentum is definitely not on their side.
Johnson for 3. Smith with the rebound. Smith's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Davis. And Davis slams it home.
Their system is running smoothly, and the gap on the scoreboard is widening.
You do like that the offense is humming along. They're putting in the effort to distance themselves.
Here's Dillingham. He's coming off a 25-point game against the Thunder in Oklahoma City. Gobert with a screen on DiVincenzo. Minnesota again missing.
I'll tell you, his teammates are going to start to freeze this guy out if he keeps taking threes like this.
And again, another assist. And that's his 20th assist. Wow.
He's doing a great job at orchestrating the offense.
Now here's Edwards. Up and over Smith. It's not going to go for him. And through one half, it hasn't even been close. Dallas on top, running away with this one. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
Fans, get ready for high RPM and amazing fun from your parking lot, arena,
Thanks for tuning in. Welcome. A clinic in execution so far, as it's been a dominant showing for the Dallas Mavericks. Not pretty, fellas. What do they need to focus on to get back into this one?
Well, I would say to make a run early in the third quarter. Otherwise, just pull the plug and play the bench. No sense of wasting your starters if you can't make this a competitive game, man.
Oh, I don't believe I'm getting ready to say this. But actually, Kenny, I agree with you. Every once in a while, you prove that you know what you're talking about.
You know what, Jack? I'm going to take that compliment and put it in the bank.
And moving on now to that first half, tough sledding so far for the Minnesota Timberwolves.
What they're doing tonight doesn't even count as defense. Open shots all over the place. Have a little pride, fellas.
Yeah, their lack of engagement at that end is pretty glaring.
That's it for us. Thanks for tuning in. Now let's send you over to Brian Anderson with the third period.
Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. A fantastic game from Anthony Davis in this one.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
So it's Minnesota now. A pair of first overall picks of the front court. Flag and Davis. Dante DiVincenzo out there with Smith. And it's Lively in at the 5, down low. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks. Well, Champ in their last matchup against Memphis was simply terrific. He finished with 30 points, and he did everything else you could have wanted as well, ending with a triple-double. It was a performance that will stick with the fans for a long time. Let's see what he has in store for us in this one.
Okay, good stuff there, Allie. Yeah, he was unstoppable during certain stretches. It'd be great to see him top that performance tonight.
Well, his team needs him to contribute. When he's on his A game, he just...
Oh, that was something else,
I mean, just
man!
Beautiful.
Anthony Edwards has got his rhythm, and he's got a well-rounded offensive game. Look out.
How about that elevated look on the AT&T Connected Cam? Dallas has gotten 21 points so far from three-point land. They're 7 of 10. Tries it from the top of the key, and again it's Dallas.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over, so you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Smith passes to Davis, banked it in off the glass. Davis has got 30.
Strong pass there to set up the basket.
They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Edwards for 3. Again, the miss by Edwards.
And even after airtight defense like that, you still just expect him to hit those kind of shots.
Good on the bucket.
These defenders really need to man up, particularly in the lane.
Pass to Edwards. Outside Reed. Randall against Davis. Randall, good. Randall's got 5.
Boy, there was plenty of contact down low, but Randall assertive and able to find the finish.
To the inside. Here's Lively. Yet another assist. The chemistry he has with his guys is impressive.
I mean, keeping his head on a swivel, actively seeking out his teammates, incredible.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by in the second half. Pass to Reed. Back to Edwards. 8 makes out of 15 shots. He's got it going.
I'll tell you, this team has not had an answer for Anthony Edwards. They shouldn't feel alone, though. He's put a lot of work on a lot of teams.
Davis with a screen on Edwards. Another possession, another assist.
25 assists. What an unselfish performance.
Looking like Scott Skiles right now with all these dimes. Here's Dillingham. No points so far. Randall is screen on DiVincenzo. Pass to Edwards. Oh, okay then. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Well, we know this about Anthony Edwards. This guy, one of the stronger guards in this game. That's a tough finish.
Smith against Edwards. Smith inside. Oh, the dunk by Smith.
Oh, man, you want to talk about taking flight? That's exactly what he did, making it look effortless.
Pass to Reed. Here's Dillingham. It's Edwards on the wing, covered by Smith.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And Minnesota with possession here. Here's Dillingham. Clock at 6. Pass to Reed. Lively grabs the miss. Lively's got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Davis, and Davis slams it home.
And I'll tell you what, I just love how Davis runs the floor. Just incredible. I mean, how do you stop him in these situations?
And here's Randall. And here's Dillingham from the arc. Unable to get that one. Good work defensively by DiVincenzo. The Mavericks have gotten off to an incredible start in this half. 8 of 8 from the floor. Out to the right wing. Now Smith. 23 points in the game. To the paint. And a slam dunk by Lively.
And since the halftime break, their offense has just been on another level.
I got to believe that's something the coach talked to them about at the halftime. They have valued each possession.
Pass to Randall. Now Edwards fires the 3. Not going to go that time.
Well, he went into the locker room with 1 3 to his credit, and he's still looking here for number 2.
The #1 overall pick in 2020. Grant, you think Anthony Edwards has a shot to become the best American-born player in the NBA?
You know, I think his aspiration is higher than that, B.A. He's thinking MVP, face of the league. And if you ask me, he has the talent to do it.
Pass to Randall. Drills it from deep. Randall's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, you cannot sleep on Julius Randle. Catch and shoot jumper. Okay, Julius, we see you.
Smith outside. Here's Flagg. Let's go with a 3. And another dime for him. That's another dime from him.
He's tallying them up fast, B.A.
Minnesota has gone 1 of 4 here in the third from range. Pass to McDaniels. Here's Edwards. And he makes it. Man, that's now 21 points for Anthony Edwards.
Boy, hard to operate any more efficiently than this guy has this quarter.
The 3, Smith. And the Mavericks, another 3.
His play is a big reason why they're ahead. He hasn't missed a shot all night.
The Timberwolves have gotten 6 of 11 attempts to fall so far in the third. Pass to McDaniels. For 3, Randall. The Mavericks pull it in. Lively's got 8 rebounds in the game. Smith outside. With the drive. And slammed it home. And a foul. A chance at another point at the line. It's going to be on Naz Reid. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Mavericks.
Yeah, they were so aggressive from the start, getting the ball into the painted area. Now, they stuck to their game plan, and it paid off.
I think another thing that's striking here tonight, the ball movement is incredible. Again and again, they're making smart passes to ready shooters.
And it's Edwards with the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. From behind the arc. On target from range. Edwards has got 11 points here in the second half.
Boy, this guy's been a monster this quarter. His team has needed it.
DeRozan outside. Edwards against Smith. To the middle. Loses his grip, planks the lob.
That is a rarity. When he takes flight, he usually hammers it home.
Combination of size and athleticism makes Anthony Edwards so tough to check on the drive. Good luck and good night.
And here's Smith. He's got 31. Gafford with the bucket.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Edwards. Gafford grabs the miss. Gafford's got 5 rebounds in the game.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Smith outside. To the right side. Lets it go from deep. Knocks it down from distance. Smith's got 34 points.
You know, his selectiveness is worth mentioning here. This guy is not forcing shots, and yet he is cooking.
Pass to Johnson. good on the shot.
A guy like this, with the skill set he's got, you can keep the defenders guessing.
Dallas has gotten all 3 from downtown so far in the second half. Now here's DeRozan. Back to Smith. The 3-ball. Buries it from 3. Smith's got 37.
They've had a hard time shutting down the three-point shot.
There's 47 seconds left in the third. Minnesota's gone 2 of 6 from downtown here in the second half. Edwards, no good. Dallas has got it going from the perimeter in the third. 4 for 4 so far. Pass to DeRozan. Back to Smith. Shot clock at 6. Here's Gordon. Fires the 3. Offensive board. 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Smith outside. Over Edwards. A nice shot by Smith. Give him 39.
Guys, he is on fire this quarter. I mean, what an incredible scoring performance.
And so it's Dallas, and they're up an insane amount going into the break. Defense is setting the tone. We'll be back in a moment. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
And from the 2-guard spot, an unselfish play like this sets a fantastic tone.
Well, having multiple playmakers on the floor makes you a much tougher team to defend.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works, or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. And a look now at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the fourth quarter. Randall and Gobert are in the middle. Kevin Huerter out there with Prince. And it's Johnson in at the 3 slot.
Well, this is the developing part of Aaron Gordon's game. Real improvement as a passer. Look out if he adds that consistently.
Prince finds Johnson. Outside Huerter. Cashes it in from 11 feet.
Coaches love assisted buckets, boy. It just means the team is working well together.
Huerter against Smith. Gordon with a screen on Huerter. And he lobs it up to the rim. And Gordon with the big finish.
Oh, what a perfect pass to set that up.
Hey, the feed might have been pretty, but the finish, that was angry. Randall with it. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute played. Picked by Gobert. Here's Johnson. That's in. Coming off an assist from Randall. Randall's got his 3rd assist of the night.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Up top, Smith. Yep, that one goes. Smith's got 43 points.
Well, dependability, right? That is not wasting possessions. This is all about taking and making good shots.
Randall inside. Gordon's on him. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. And Grant, many of the newer rules have helped unlock offenses. Any need to help out the defense?
You know, I think the rules are fine, B.A. It's just about allowing defenders to do their job and limiting the cheap foul calls so they can stay on the floor.
And he can't get the first one.
Julius Randle has been a consistent producer in this league for a long time. This guy, an absolute matchup nightmare.
Anthony Edwards is checked in for Prince. Good on the second one. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. Here's Smith. Again, the Mavericks good for 2 more.
Even though they have the lead, this guy keeping his foot on the gas pedal, I love it.
And for the Timberwolves, they're shooting just under 40% from the field. And they blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance at another one at the stripe.
Second team foul.
Jones, he's checked in for Gafford.
Julius Randle. One shot.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
The free throw drops for Randle. Well, one thing fans always have opinions about is NBA officiating.
Listen, I'm going to let the fans go crazy. What I recognize is officiating is one of the toughest jobs in the world. This game moves so quickly. They are making decisions in real time at sometimes very difficult angles. I am here to support the officials all the way.
The Timberwolves have gone a perfect 3 for 3 here in the fourth. Edwards finds Johnson. Randle inside, defended by Gordon. Randle can't hit.
Oh, gritty defense, protecting the rim at all costs against a guy who has all sorts of ways to finish.
Back to Smith. Jones with a screen on Herter. Yet another assist. That's another dime from him.
He's tallying them up fast, B.A.
Well, outstanding agility from Derek Jones Jr. So good at capitalizing in these sets.
Now here's Edwards. Shoots over Hardy. Pulled the shot a little left. The bounce goes his way, though. Edwards has got 28.
After a brutal first half from the field, their shots are finally starting to fall.
Smith passes to Jones. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
Defensively, they've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below the free throw line.
He got a piece of it. Here's Gordon. Whoa! Oh, and he brings it down with a two-handed jam.
Well, easy to see why Aaron Gordon has been in multiple dunk contests. The arsenal, the creativity, limitless.
The Timberwolves have gotten 4 shots out of 6 attempts to drop so far in the fourth. Edwards for 3. He buries it from 3. Edwards got 5 points in the quarter.
I'll tell you, they're leaning hard on this guy, but he's going to need some help here.
Smith outside. Over Herter, and yes, it goes. Got a little English on that one. Smith's got 47 points. And it's Edwards with the ball for the Timberwolves. Here's Herter. Outside Edwards. And Gobert with the stuff.
I love that Rudy left no doubt. Show off that power, Rudy.
Here's Smith. And it's Dallas scoring again.
He has done the heavy lifting for them offensively, now looking to close this thing out.
The Timberwolves have gotten 6 of 8 shots to fall during this fourth. Pass to Johnson. Now Randle, defended by Gordon. Randle can't hit.
That's their plan, to get him an opportunity to finish in tight. That's a miss they can live with.
Smith outside. Over Herter. And they recover it. Smith outside. Shot clock at 5. Shoots a fadeaway. Another bucket. Wow. And that gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
Now the Timberwolves with it. Edwards for 3. And the rebound goes to Dallas. Gordon's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Smith outside. Over Herter. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Smith's got 53 points.
Listen, this guy's a barometer for this team's success offensively. They go as he goes.
Picked by Gobert. Edwards, the pass to Gobert. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
First personal foul.
It's on Derek Jones.
Team foul.
Let's remember, Rudy Gobert, 7-1. Very hard to contest effectively.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Gobert. And offensive rebounding, one of Rudy Gobert's specialties, Grant.
Yeah, in some games, over half his points come from second chance opportunities. And you know, B.A., even when you block him out, he can reach right over you and get that board.
Daniel Gafford's checked in for Dallas. And then for Minnesota, Jaden McDaniels comes in for Johnson, and Dillingham subbed in for Herter. And there's the foul. It'll go on Julius Randle. That'll be a second foul of the game. And the Timberwolves making a change here. Reed's checked in. They have really been in control of this one.
You don't want to get complacent here.
Here's Smith. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Smith's got 55.
Boy, he is just doing it all right now. And the more the ball goes through the net, the more his confidence grows.
Pass to Reed. Here's Dillingham. Randle inside. Gordon's on him. Minnesota again missing.
Boy, not his best quarter. He's trying to break through.
Smith in the high post. Oh, the big dunk right over Julius Randle.
Now, I know he makes it look easy, but it takes incredible physical tools to pull that off.
Athleticism and explosion. Pass to Edwards. The three. And the rebound goes to Dallas. Smith outside. Now DeRozan. Back to Smith. Gordon with a screen on Edwards. And he lobs it up. And Gordon with the big finish.
And how sweet was that play?
Pinpoint pass, set up the alley-oop flush. Minnesota's gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. Edwards, and it's blocked. There's a minute 47 left in the fourth quarter here. To the inside. Gordon, the pass to Gafford. Now Smith, 6 to shoot. Pass to Gordon. Dallas needs to get off a shot. The three, and count it. Now 5 for 7.
Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Mavericks.
And the disparity in the talent was obvious by the end. Sometimes you just don't have enough ammunition to compete.
Yeah, B.A., just a total beatdown. And the next time these teams meet, I can't imagine it'll be any different.
And so this will lock down their 15th win of the year.
And once this game is all said and done, they'll have a healthy 2-0 lead in this season series.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Champ.
I'll tell you, he was their engine all game long, setting his teammates up for success.
Well, we know Edwards has an impressive skill set, but what really separates him is the competitive edge that he plays with.
Smith passes to DeRozan. And again, another assist.
Another possession, another assist.
Man, is he sharing the ball well, hitting his guys right in their spots. Here's Randle. The shot off that time. Good work defensively by Gordon. Smith outside. From deep. He got it again. Sensational.
A 60-piece, oh my goodness. And it's not his first of the year.
Well, he's tied for the 4th most 60-point games during a single season. It's incredible. McDaniels finds Reed. And here's Dillingham from the arc. And Gafford with the block.
Do not go up soft against Daniel Gafford. He will send it right back at you.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
Yeah, playing with great energy and great effort. And as a coach, you'd love to see this from your team every single night.
To halt the run, Gafford grabs the miss. Smith outside. Launches a three. Pure from three-point range.
And that's just nasty right there, guys. He has a tremendous crossover.
And so Dallas takes this one by a big margin. They didn't have too many problems tonight.
They didn't. Just a tremendous team